a new number.
Oh, wow.
I don't give this number out to anybody, so I was just curious how you got this number. Did you call any other number?
There we're going to talk about how to make money wholesaling houses, and we're going to do that with a method that I started with when I first started my real estate journey. And so we're also going to make some live calls. We're going to hopefully not get cussed out. Hopefully we can secure a deal and show you how to wholesale from A to Z. That way when you finish this video, you can take actionable steps and get your first deal under your belt. So with wholesaling, I'm going to keep it very basic, very simple. You only really need 3 essential things. Number 1 being your cell phone. That's because we're going to make some cold calls. We're going to reach out to homeowners in hopes that we can find an opportunity that we can turn into a 20, 30, 40K payday. Number 2 would be a laptop, tablet, whatever you got. Internet access. There's internet everywhere. There's multiple coffee shops, restaurants, so no excuse on that. And third would be transportation, whether you have your own car. Maybe you can tell a friend to drive you around. You can buy them lunch and shit, even a bike, but I'm gonna explain why here in a bit. So the method I'm talking about is driving for dollar. What is driving for dollar? That is simply just driving your neighborhood, maybe taking a detour on your way to work, maybe taking a detour on your way to school, and looking for opportunities. These opportunities, I mean, are vacant properties that show some kind of negligence, some kind of distress. Could be tall grass, could be windows boarded up, could be roof all fucked up, maybe it has a tarp over it. But yeah, here's an example. This is a perfect example of a vacant property. As y'all can see, the tall grass, literally see nobody lives here. Property just needs work. So this is a perfect example of a vacant property. There's many of these throughout your neighborhood, throughout the city. So yeah, just find a good location, find a good 15, 20 of them and call them the next day. So yeah, clearly just properties that are vacant, properties that clearly show that nobody lives in them. And what you're gonna do with these properties is that you're gonna jot them down. You're gonna drive your neighborhood, let's say for an hour, hour and a half, make it a goal every day and jot down. I think you can get about a good 15, 20. Could be your neighborhood, could be the neighborhood across your neighborhood. So you're gonna jot these properties down, and they're like little lottery tickets with better chances of actually making money. And so with these properties that you're jotting down, we're gonna skip trace them. We're gonna look for any possible home number associated with that property, because we're gonna get on the phone. Like I said, we need the phone. We're gonna get on the phone and call every number and look for the homeowner and just simply ask them, hey, my name is Fabian. I was driving around the neighborhood. Are you interested in selling? It's that simple. Are you interested in selling? That one question can change your life, because you never know who's selling. You never know the situation that particular homeowner is going in. Could be a divorce, could be a probate, could be going through pre-foreclosure, could be an inheritance, could be a reverse mortgage, could be many things. Unless you ask, you will never know. So you gathered a few properties. You drove around your neighborhood, look for these opportunities, these little lotto tickets. And I did the same for the purpose of showing you exactly how we do this business. And so y'all can see here, I got my list here. Most of them are in Texas City. I'm in Galveston County. So I'm in Texas City, in Lamar, Santa Fe, Hitchcock. I'm everywhere. So we drove around, got some properties. And so as far as skip tracing, you can go the free route. You can Google free skip tracing. There's several companies out there that offers free skip tracing, but you get what you pay for. So just remember that. If you have a little bit of money to spend on, I personally like Propelio just because you can skip trace and you can run comparables here on the spot. But again, you don't have to get this. It's not necessary whatsoever. You're on a budget, stick to free. If you can spend, I think this is like $90 a month, $100 a month. Shit, partner up with a friend, 2, 3, 4 friends. Just be creative. You can be creative on everything. So I got my list here. I got a few properties. I haven't hit any of these up yet. We're gonna go with the latest ones. They're kind of old up here. These are the newer ones. So we're going to pick a property, we're going to copy, we're going to use Propelio again to skip trace. So real quick, this one's a LLC, owners an LLC. I rather not fuck with these. So let's move on to the next. LLC meaning it's just owned by a company, corporation. So let's try this one out. And this is how easy wholesaling is. Okay, so we're going to look this one up on North Fisher in Pasadena. I'm not going to give you all the address. So real quick, this one doesn't show me the name of the homeowner, so I'm sure it's not going to skip trace it. Sometimes when there's no homeowner, it won't skip trace it, but let's see. Oh, it did. So we don't know who owns it, so fuck it. We'll just make some calls. Let's see. We're going to use CallRail. If you don't have CallRail, it costs money. And again, if you want to keep it on the budget side, you can get Google Voice number. You can call, you can text. But just remember, if you're spammy through Google Voice, if you're sending a lot of spam texts, hey, I want to buy a house, I want to buy a house, I want to buy a house, you're going to eventually disconnect your phone number. You're going to have to get a new one all over again. So again, if you're on a budget, Google Voice. If you can spend a little bit of money, I recommend CallRail. So we're going to dial the first number y'all see here on the screen, 713. And again, Propelio didn't show us who the homeowner was. As you can see, it had unknown. So we're going to find that out. Hopefully I don't get mad. So they hung up. Let's try the next number y'all see here. And the idea is just to try every number. If you're scared of cold calling, you're scared of getting cussed out, hey, it's part of the game. Like, who cares? If they cuss you out, they don't know you, nothing's going to happen. Go on to the next. That's just the mindset you got to have, because a lot of people are scared to cold call. Ooh, they're going to hurt my feelings. Ooh, this or this. Just think about the end goal, helping that homeowner, figure out a solution for whatever problem they're going through. And along the way, you make some good money, once you wholesale the property. So let's try the second number.
Press 1 to connect. Thank you for accessing the AT&T network.
We go on to the next until you find the homeowner. You're going to ask him the simple question. Hey, my name is Fabian. Are you interested in selling your property? I was driving by your neighborhood and just seeing if you're interested in selling your property. That's it. Nobody's answering today. So I'm seeing here, this one's showing that their address, because it's pretty updated. So I'm sure it's Lloyd Mar, the owner of this property. Okay, no answer. Let's go to the next lead. I just want somebody to answer, that way show y'all how easy this is. So we're gonna look up this property right here. Go to skip trace. They charge 15 cents. Again, you don't need to do this. You can go free, but if you have the budget, this works pretty good. Really good, actually. We've done many deals with their skip tracing. And again, you can comp here on the spot. So as you're making the calls, you can know what the property is worth right away. Sometimes it takes a little bit of skip trace, but we'll see. So this one, the owners are Rose and Abraham Musavi. I'm gonna fuck that up. So yeah, just remember, when you're talking, you're making these calls, don't think you need to know everything. Just have a normal conversation with them. Figure out the reason of what they're trying to sell. Figure out the condition of the property. Figure out their timeline and their price. If you get all of that and you see some kind of motivation, you ran some quick comps, okay, this is a potential deal. Obviously, you're new, you still need help. And just partner up with somebody. Just JV with somebody, joint venture with somebody. They'll teach you the ropes. They get a piece of the pie. It's a win-win for everybody, but it's really just to help you position yourself. You learn, you could be your mentor, could turn into your mentor. And that's how I did it. I partnered up with many people, showed me the ropes. We all made money. It was a win-win. They're still friends to this point. And yeah, you just make money together. Ooh, we got his number. 392. I have a feeling this one's going to be mad. So we show Abraham and Rose. Let's find. I always call the first number, but let's see if we can find.
Please leave your message for 40.
Here we go. Abraham Musavi. So the property is vacant, as you can see. They live in Lamarck, from what I see. Let's call this wireless number.
Please press 1 to.
You can also send them a text message. If they don't answer, I like to follow up with the text message. I'm going to do that right now because it takes a little bit of time. I just want to go through leads and see if anybody picks up.
Please leave your message for 2.
All right, no answer. This is the wife right here. Yeah, 1993. Ooh, let's try that.
Hello?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm looking for Rose.
This is she.
Hi, Rose. My name is Fabian. I'm calling about your property on Woodrow Street in Texas City.
Okay.
Yeah, I just I live in the area. I'm just curious if you had any interest in selling it.
No, not really.
No. Okay. Any thoughts about that in the future?
I don't know. Maybe. You don't know from one day to the next. A lot of things can change.
Yes, ma'am.
What's
Yes,
your
ma'am.
name?
My name is Fabian.
Fabian.
Yes.
Okay, Fabian.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, okay. I'm going to lock your number in if there's any changes or anything that might come up in the future. I'll give you a call.
Yes, I would really appreciate it. I'm here from Hitchcock, so I'm local. And by any chance, do you have anything else you might consider selling? By any chance?
Where'd you get my number from?
I'm going to be honest with you. I use a program called Propelio, and I was driving around. I don't know when I was driving around that area, and I jotted it down. I'm like, let me just call because I have one in the area. I'm like, let me just see if they might be interested in selling. But yeah, that's how I got your number through a website called Propelio.
It's kind of unusual because this is a new number.
Oh, wow.
I don't give this number out to anybody, so I was just curious how you got this number. Did you call any other number?
Because I looked up yourself and Mr. Ibrahim Musavi.
Uh-huh.
And that's the only two.
Him?
I did call, but I did not get an answer.
Yeah. You didn't get my number from the lady that's renting, right?
Oh, no. I never bother anybody. I don't call tenants. I don't do any of that. Like I said, I just pull it up online and I go straight to the homeowner because I don't like bothering any, if there's tenants.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So are you looking for property too or just houses?
Anything, land, properties. We're a family business. We're not a big company. Like I said, I'm from Hitchcock. My brother's from League City, so we're all local. And yeah, we look for a little bit of everything all over Houston. It's just a matter of, numbers making sense and the price making sense for everybody.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
look, I'm going to lock you in and on my phone and that. And I may have something, not maybe Woodrow, but maybe something else.
Okay.
And I'm interested in maybe selling. I'll call and let you know.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I really appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fabian.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
ma'am. You have a blessed day. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. And just like that. Potential motivation, not on that specific property, but she clearly told us she has another property. So we're going to definitely put this into our CRM. We use Podio, but again, you don't have to get technical. You can have a notepad in the beginning if you're not working a lot of leads, but look into Podio. That way you can manage all your leads. But that's a perfect example. Just called somebody randomly. And yeah, they might not be interested right now in that one. Might be interested later. Like you said, you never know what happens in life. And she has other properties. So we're going to follow up with her on a weekly basis and kind of just stay in touch, and I'll make another video specifically on this property, see what comes up out of it. But yeah, driving for dollar. It's crazy how this just happened right now. I thought nobody was gonna answer right now. I normally make my calls about 5 to 7:38 p.m. just because everybody's out of work, they're more relaxed. But yeah, perfect example that can turn into a 10, 15, 20, 30, 40k payday just by me asking, hey, are you interested in selling? So appreciate y'all watching. Thank you. Bye bye.